recording both my projector output and my screen, so you'll be able to see what's going on, what I'm seeing, and what I'm doing to get that. So everyone, I know, like, if you have Windows, I'm not exactly sure about display settings. I'm sure it's not complicated, but I have my MacBook as set as my main display. M-Star Demo, that is my projector, and that's being used as my extended display. So make sure that is how you are setting up your output. So, alright, so back in, and just a side note, you can, so you see I have black screen. That's actually because I have After Effects projecting already. If I just move this over into my extended screen, there we go. Okay. So if I move this over, you can see it's popping up in my extended screen. It will stop your projection. So if your projection was working, and you are not sure why all of a sudden it stopped, make sure your extended display is empty. Cool. So just gonna get started with going into After Effects, Preferences, Video Preview. And you're gonna want to enable Mercury Transmit. I have Adobe Monitor 2 at, set up for a video stream. I know that's my projector because I know the resolution of my computer is this. So if you're unsure, click one, unselect the other, kind of play with it. But now that we're back in After Effects, we're going to start with making multiple compositions. So we make one for the projector. And now you see that on my screen, my projector composition is selected, and my projector went blank. That's because this is what's going, I have this black screen. But we're going to add some content. We're going to start a new composition. We'll call it Spots. I totally recommend calling the composition something you can remember what it is. So I called this one Spots because it is this little slime spot paint video. And I took the media and I dragged it into my spots composition. Nothing is in my projector composition just yet. You will make a composition for every piece of media that you use, I should say individual. If you're combining media, maybe they're on the same composition, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I have my spots video in my spots composition. So think of this as like a master folder, the master file for this media. So any edits I make, like using any of the effects or color correction or whatever, I'm going to do it in its own composition folder. So in Projector, I can go ahead, grab the spots composition, make sure you're not selecting the media itself, but grab the spots composition, pull it into the projector composition. And then we're going to want to do the corner pin, dragging it right onto the media. And you get the little warp options, and what I'm doing is where did my projection go? Uh-oh. Okay, so I think it's okay. It could be could just be like, you know what? I don't even know. But After Effects has been doing that to me quite a bit. We're just dropping my projection. And I just fixed that. You know, I've been remedying the solution by selecting the composition. It might have something to do with like the refresh on After Effects. But anyway, going back to that corner pin, I have the effect on spots, and what I'm doing is grabbing a corner, looking up into my projection, like into my room, my boxes, and just trying to line it up the best I can. I'm just going to turn a light on to see a little bit better. And the more items being projected, the brighter the more output is coming from the projector, so the brighter your scene is going to get. So I'm going in it, I'm lining it up the best I can. So you can see behind the box there's that little corner of light. Try to get rid of that the best you can. Cool. So, surfaces like boxes, like linear surfaces, are going to be really easy to project onto. Soft surfaces or round surfaces, even, coffee mugs, like window curtains, clothing, pillows, they're going to be a little bit, I don't want to say difficult, but you're going to have to kind of work with it a little more and, maybe accept that it's not going to be as perfect as projecting onto a box. But I definitely encourage you to, try out projecting onto different materials. You don't have to use just plain white boxes. Try something with fabric or plastic tote bins or something. I don't know. So I have this all set. I'm gonna make a new composition because I want to import some new media. I was gonna call it Cheers, and you can see that because I have this blank composition selected, nothing is coming out of my projector. And then now I have projector selected, all set. So I'm gonna grab this little Cheers situation, this like Happy New Year's. And you know what? I want to make this square. Cool. So, and you'll see why I am making it square. Cool. So I'm going back to my projector image, and I'm gonna grab the Cheers composition, drag it right under spots. Just as a reminder, your layer order can matter, especially if you are planning to blend different things together. Just right now I am not. So I'm gonna lock spots. I don't want to do anything else to that. So with cheers selected, I'm gonna drag that corner pin in and start moving it around. And I can shut that off. And I want to fit it onto that box. Okay, that looks good. And let me just turn the light on to get a little more visibility. Okay, so I'm, kind of happy with it. But I want to make an edit to it, and I'm not going to add any sort of effects or edits in the projector composition. It's all going to be in its own. So what we're going to do with the piece of media that I want to edit, make sure you have it selected. New, layer, new. We'll do an adjustment layer. Let's do snow. Cool. So you can see on my screen I have all these little particle effects. Supposed to be snow. I want to make the flakes even bigger. Yeah, change up the variation. How fast is it going? This one moves pretty slow, so maybe I wanted to match the speed, but maybe that's not the game plan right now. In these simulation effects, you can let's just add another one to show you. So like rainfall, you can change the wind and the speed, the size, and what's important about that is if, for example, you're adding rain to a scene, depending on where you're filming it, rain is going to look bigger, smaller, faster, at an angle, but there's all these cool different goofy things you can do. And this one's a fun one. It's like this liquid mask setup. So definitely try these out. You just have to make sure you add adjustment layer, and then with that selected, add effects. Okay, so another thing is I added this adjustment layer, and the adjustment layer continues to play after the Cheers video is over. So when it loops, you'll just get, video, black. But the snowfall's back there. We can't really see it. I want to fix that. And the way you can do is shortening your work area. So this second blue-gray bar, I'm just going to click and drag, holding shift, and snap it right to the end. You can also choose to do it with your adjustment layer. You know, I like everything nice and neat. So now when it loops, you're not going to get that weird black screen. An intentional black screen, that is something you can definitely utilize if you want content to disappear. You know, keep that in mind. You can lengthen your work area so content only appears for a certain amount of time while you're projecting. So I'll just turn off the light, see what that looks like, and we'll play it. Let me zoom in for you guys. Oh, and then that Cheers video has this like weird white flash. Okay. So I made another oopsies. I was just talking about the length of time videos are, and you see my Cheers video just like blipped out. We're just gonna shorten that work area on my projector so it stays running. Cool. Now I'm gonna do one more composition. It's like lady squeezing an orange, something like that. Let's grab it. So I made its own composition, adding that to the composition. There we go. And let's go in and, well, I was gonna mask it, but you know what, that is going to be another video, so we'll hold off. Maybe we want to do like something weird. Okay, and I love like the pixelated effect that mosaic gets. Just get this like weird like naughty image kind of thing going on here. Cool. So let's throw that squeeze into the projection. It's kind of like Minecraft art or something. So I'm locking in my layers as I finish, or like before I work on the next one, just so I don't make any weird alterations when I'm trying to edit this new situation. So we're gonna go in and try and line that up with this box right here. And this one's a little bit, this one's giving me issue, but we'll make it work. I think really the trick is like making sure you're not looking at your computer screen when you're editing or when you're warping it. Okay, I'm gonna have it go, you know what, I'll have it go around the corner. That doesn't really look bad. And you get like this kind of neat reflection onto that second box, or into that front facing box, or the box with the cheers image, I should say. Like, what is front, what is side, I don't know. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. And you saw my projector just went up. Gosh darn it. Okay, so I'm just going in and making sure my composition's selected. But I'm happy with it. Let me just get a light on. Oh, you know what? I'm not happy with it. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, I'm pretty happy with that, and lock it in, and we'll play it. Cool, and I'm still getting those white flashes from that Cheers video. That just like might not be the best video, like best quality video. I'm pretty sure I've seen it do it somewhere else, but either way, that is it for After Effects projection mapping. I will go ahead and do a quick Mad Mapper just in a bit. Cool. All right.